Dr. Petra has now joined us, guys. So I want to welcome you to CSL Dallas Sunday evening online meditation, mindfulness, and manifestation. I'm Bobby, and I'll be the moderator. Dr. Petra Weldes, CSL Dallas Senior Minister, Spiritual Director, will lead us in a meditation and then provide some words of wisdom for our edification. I will then open the chat for questions and sharing. You can raise your hand or put your question, comment in the chat, and I will read it into the room. Thank you so much. Welcome, and thank you, Dr. Petra.
Thanks, Bobby. Thanks, Ryan. Thanks for everybody for your patience this evening. Some days we need our meditation more than others. Some days we are faced with things that, are, what shall we say, a little emotionally challenging, time-wise challenging, all kinds of things going on. And it is because we have a meditation practice that because I have a meditation practice that I find that I'm able to maintain in the midst of seeming chaos in our own lives and in whatever else is going on out there in the world. So if you're in that space with me, or perhaps you are just in that beautiful space where one more meditation anchors it in, we're going to do a meditation on peace. This is a beautiful guided meditation that I wrote with Dr. Michael Gott and is on our meditation CD called The Breath of God. So this is a meditation for our own sense of inner peace. So Bobby, whenever you're ready, if you want to go ahead and start the music, and we'll begin. Just inviting you now to take a breath. Taking that breath that allows us to move into that inner reality, that deeper inner space, that breath that is always the beginning of the meditation. Instantly, the body remembers, oh, yes, now I'm centering. Each breath opens the lungs, expands the chest. As we do so, we engage the parasympathetic nervous system, and the whole body begins to relax. As we continue to breathing, allowing the diaphragm to open, breathing all the way down into the abdomen, softening the belly. With each exhale, letting go, allowing that breath to open the whole torso. Breathing now all the way into the sit bones, feeling the chair, the cushion, right where we're seated. Grounded, centered. Noticing that with this deepening of the breath, the whole body begins to settle. The body settles, nerve endings settle, the emotions become light. Breathing now into the throat, feeling the neck lengthen, opening the throat, relaxing the jaw. Allow the tongue to rest gently. Breathe, relax the face, and soften the eyes. Breathing now up into the forehead, feeling the breath going all the way around the top of the head, over the crown, all the way around, feeling the breath nourishing the brain. And with each breath, there is a release as the body is settled and the emotions have settled. The mind must follow. And so not only is the body more still and the emotions more quiet, the mind too becomes more restful, more at peace. So it is in this quiet, peaceful state that we find ourselves standing in a beautiful meadow. And that meadow walks us down to the beach. We can see the waves there. So just inviting us to imagine walking down the beach, feeling the sand between our toes, the warm sun, and the quiet breeze. And as we gaze out onto the horizon of this beautiful ocean, we see how vast it is. Vast and infinite.
This Black Friday,
There's absolutely nothing between us and this vast, infinite ocean. And so just imagine now that you are floating on that infinite ocean, perfectly safe, beautifully at peace, absolutely still and quiet, rocked by the gentle, beautiful ocean. We can imagine this vast and infinite ocean as the vast and infinite reality of life itself. That infinite life, that one infinite, is the source of all creation, that dwells in everything, that moves in everything, that buoys us up just as we are so beautifully resting quietly on the surface of the ocean. How beautifully we are held, cradled, and rocked. And because this is the infinite ocean of which we are a part, we can now take that moment of breath and just breathe ourselves right down into the ocean, feeling ourselves sink deeper and deeper, completely at one with the ocean. Breathing effortlessly, we feel the long, slow, gentle currents of peace, of love, the infinite, eternal currents of harmony, beauty. We are gently rocked, gently lifted by these currents. Gently held, in perfect peace. And as we rest here in the ocean, we notice that there are waves rolling across the surface, waves of life, of activity, of stuff, of sound, and of motion. And sometimes those waves are beautiful summer ripples upon which people swim and play and surf. And sometimes they're giant rolling waves of hurricanes and even as big as a tsunami. And yet these waves roll only across the top of the ocean. They cannot in any way change the beautiful currents, the beautiful quiet, the beautiful peace here beneath the surface. And it is here that we are sourced. It is here that we are present to the one infinite reality. It is here, rocked and cradled, that we can allow the stuff of life to roll across the surface. And here in the depths of the infinite, we're held. And so we just rock here for a little bit in the peace and in the flow. Feel how every cell is being lifted, both by an infinite ocean. Right in this moment, there's enough. Everything is needed. The waves that are tossing about on the surface, they come and they go, blown about by the winds, making beautiful surfing waves, glorious summer days, and magnificent storms. We can at any time rise to the surface, play on the waves, learn to surf and to sail. This infinite ocean is always here. Peace, present, always rocking us, carrying us to love, holding us in a peace. Drifting us along in that beautiful current of harmony. It is from this that we are reality. It's always shifting our perspective, focus from the turmoil of the waves to the deep inner reality. This is who we are. And this deep, abiding presence that we are serving. Every life that flows through us, beats the heart, pumps the blood, out behind our eyes, speaks with our voice, works with our hand. So how good it is to know that this infinite source breathe it in, breathe it out. At one. Feel how that peace permeates every cell and molecule, our bodies of our being, every nook and cranny filled with infinite presence. So as we begin to find ourselves prepared to take this peace into our lives, gently and easily rise to the surface, feeling ourselves once again, surface of the ocean, knowing that whatever winds or waves there may be, we are prepared to surf them, to enjoy them, conquer them, to be with them, whatever it's called. The waves gently roll us back towards the beach. As we're ready, we find that our toes and our feet reach the bottom. And we continue to walk out as the waves gently lap at our feet. Walk out on the beach, walk back to the meadow. Walk right up into this moment right here, right now, this moment. Knowing that the very presence is still here, we are still held and cradled and sourced in that infinite realm. And so with a deep breath, we breathe ourselves right into this body, right here where we're sitting, feeling that breath move through our arms and our legs, feeling that breath, rolling the shoulders, feeling the breath right now, awakening every bit of our physicality, our humanity, filling it with that infinite presence. This image, this meditation, I hope that you have enjoyed it with me and have found your way into that infinite ocean of peace. When I find myself riding on the waves, sometimes it's super fun. And sometimes my spiritual practice is the practice of surfing them or sailing through them or just being agog at how amazing it is to be on the water and the sun or the wind or the stars. But it is dropping down into the infinite that has always been one of the most profound images of connection and oneness. You know, we say that beautiful thing that we're not just a drop in the ocean, but we are the ocean in a drop. And so finding ourselves as part of the ocean and just feeling that being rocked and cradled. It's one of my favorite images when I begin my spiritual work, my spiritual mind treatments, to remember that that is always there. Yeah. So I know we had a little bit of a technical difficulties today, and I'm really grateful that you have joined us today, whether you're here on Zoom or on YouTube, whether you're watching YouTube a little bit later. And we do have time for a comment or two. So Bobby, I'm gonna turn to you, and you can help us manage, see if anybody would like to share or talk about your experience of the infinite ocean of oneness.
So if you have a comment or a question to share, you can raise your hand or put it in the chat and I will read it into the room.
And there's no requirement. It's also lovely to just sit in the peace. Yeah. So I want to just say very much thank you to Bobby and to Ryan for being so supportive as we are making our way through the beginning of this time together, figuring out all the technical things we need to do and all the timing of it. I want to thank you too for your support, and thank you all for joining us. And we will see you again 7 o'clock next Sunday night. Thanks.